Hi all, welcome back to Weekend Vlogs. Hope everyone is doing good. And today I've come with some interesting recipes from Ravuther cuisine, including the biryani, dalcha or the kayi char, and also some famous sweet called carrot halwa. This is basically a Palakkad or a Coimbatore style biryani and side dishes. This cuisine is not much popular, but the biryani tastes amazing. Hope you all like watching this video. So let's get into the video. Carrot halwa doesn't belong to the Ravuther cuisine, but for a change, I plan to make carrot halwa as a dessert. To make this carrot halwa, in a pan, add some ghee, fry the dry fruits of your wish. Here I am taking some raisins and cashew nuts and keeping it aside. To the same ghee, add these grated carrots of half kg. Here I have grated my carrots using a food processor and saute for a while, at least for 2 to 3 minutes. You will get nice aroma of the carrot and ghee. After that, add half cup of water. Now close the lid and let it cook for 5 minutes in low flame. After 5 minutes, open the lid and it's half cooked already. Now it's time to add the milk, about 1 cup. Add the milk and close the lid. Again cook it for 10 minutes in the very low flame. As it is simmering, milk starts to evaporate. Don't forget to scrape down the sides. Also run the spatula to the bottom of the pan, as well as to make sure that it is not sticking. All the milk is evaporated and it becomes almost dry. It took me about 20 minutes. If making larger quantity, then this might take more time. Now it's time to add 2 cups of sugar. That is, for half kg of carrot, half kg of sugar is required. As the sugar melts, the halwa becomes runny again. Let it boil till all the liquid dries out. Continue stirring as needed. It took me around 15 minutes. Add a pinch of salt to compensate the sweetness. Usually this North Indian dessert is made with the red carrots, but when I tried with the orange carrot, absolutely it tastes the same. Also, for reducing the cooking time, I have used khova for this recipe. This will definitely reduce your cooking time and definitely be rich and creamy. This hot carrot halwa can be paired with vanilla ice cream. It is perfect for any special occasion, and this is matching with our Ravuther cuisine too. Adding some saffron strands in between to increase the flavor. As I already said, to increase the richness and the creaminess, adding the unsweetened khova this time. Let it completely melt. I have used around 100 grams of unsweetened khova. It is readily available in every Indian supermarkets. It will take about 10 to 15 minutes to completely melt. Also now we can add the cardamom powder, but I am not adding right now, I am adding little later. And now the khova is completely melted. It's time to switch off the flame. And the consistency has rightly reached. Now after switching off the flame, add 3 to 4 drops of lemon juice and give a nice mix, and the yummiest carrot halwa is ready to serve. You can serve hot or chill. Lastly, decorate with the dry fruits of your choice. I have added some cashews, raisins and decorated with some cardamom powder for a change. And it tastes really yum. Definitely make a try. Do follow the exact measurements and it will never fails. Also never fails to impress your people at home. So our dessert is ready. So let's keep this aside. Next is the mutton biryani. This biryani is popular in Palakkad and Coimbatore regions. This was commonly prepared in Ravuther family in Kerala and Tamil Nadu. Heat oil and ghee in a pressure cooker, about 1 cup, and add in cinnamon, bay leaves, cloves and cardamom and let it sizzle. Now add the thinly sliced onions, about 4 to 5 numbers and nicely saute until it becomes translucent, and then add the green chilies about 10 to 12 numbers and again saute for a while. Now add the mint leaves, a handful of mint leaves, and again saute for some time. For making this quantity of biryani, we would need 4 tablespoons of garlic paste, 3 tablespoons of ginger and shallots paste each. Grind this into a smooth paste, adding quarter cup of water for diluting the paste, for not burning at the bottom. Also, the color of the biryani won't change to that dark brown color. Now, fry till oil floats on top, stirring occasionally every 30 seconds once. And now it's time to add the red chili powder, about 2 teaspoons. Add 1 teaspoon of garam masala and also the salt as per the requirement, and nicely give a mix. After 2 to 3 minutes, add the tomatoes, about 3 to 4 numbers. Saute till the tomatoes break down and then let its juices out. Now add the nicely washed mutton into it. Toss well or saute for at least 5 to 8 minutes till the meat changes its color and all the flavors infuse together and the ghee floats on top. Stir every 1 minute and once, making sure that the bottom does not get burned. And after all these, add half cup of curd and nicely mix well. For 4 cups of rice, I have planned to add 6.5 cups of water altogether. So into the pressure cooker, right now I am adding 2 cups of hot water and giving a mix. Now adding a handful of coriander leaves. Stir for 1 minute and now pressure cook for 4 to 5 whistles or until the meat is cooked through. Kayi char or Dalcha, an authentic dish from very own to the Ravuther cuisine. Into a pressure cooker, adding half cup of Toordhal and half cup of Chana dal, adding 2 cups of water, little coriander leaves, 1 big tomato, little amount of salt, 5 to 6 numbers of shallots, little amount of oil, little turmeric powder. All together mix well and pressure cook for at least 1 whistle. Just 1 whistle and keep it aside. Once the pressure is released, add in the garlic pods, about 5 to 6 numbers, and the required amount of mutton with bones or with fat or however you like. Adding little more water and little amount of curry leaves and pressure cook until the mutton cooks. In another pot, adding some water, 1 brinjal, 1 drumstick, little amount of salt, 1 teaspoon of red chili powder and 2 teaspoons of coriander powder. Mix all together and let it cook. And after 5 minutes of cooking or until the vegetables are 3/4 cooked, add about 200 grams of white pumpkin and half of a tomato. Mix well and let all the vegetables completely cook. Side by side, my chicken fry is also getting ready. This is an authentic dish very own to the Ravuther cuisine. A very rustic tangy curry made with mutton and veggies, and also everybody has their own version of making this with slight changes. Now it's time to add the half lime sized tamarind, which is already soaked in water, being added to this curry. Give it a nice mix. When boils, add the cooked dhal and mutton into the curry. Altogether give a mix. The curry is almost done. This recipe is from my mom. Obviously, she got it from my grandmother. These sort of everyday preparations really interest me a lot. These authentic recipes are being forgotten nowadays. So let's temper the curry by adding little amount of oil into a pan and add little mustard seeds, fenugreek seeds and little amount of cumin seeds. When it is crackled, add little amount of shallots and curry leaves. Give a nice mix and the tempering is done. Add this to the curry. Also add little amount of jaggery or brown sugar to the curry. Sprinkle some coriander leaves and it is done. Also, you can pressure cook the mutton and dal all together at the beginning This way you save a lot of time but the taste doesn't differ. This is very a tangy dish. If you don't have a liking towards tangy things, this curry is not for you. Back to the biryani preparation. The mutton is well cooked after 5 whistles and kept 20 minutes without opening the lid. And the lid is opened and transferring the contents into the biryani pot. Add the remaining 4.5 cups of water into the masala and let it all boil together. Add the generous quantity of mint and coriander leaves and lemon juice of 1 lime. Mix all together and let it boil. The salt, the sourness and the hotness should be more than required. Only then, when cooked with rice, the biryani will taste perfect. I have already soaked Jeerakashala rice for about 15 to 20 minutes and then drained and kept aside. Now when the water boils, adding the rice into it and nicely giving a mix. Let it boil for 5 minutes in very high flame, and when it reaches the same level, that is the water and the rice becomes the same level, immediately close with a lid and place a heavy thing on top and cook for about 15 minutes in the very low flame. After 15 minutes, switch off the flame and let it sit for 15 to 20 minutes. After all these, the waiting period is over and the biryani is ready to serve. Serve this biryani piping hot. Every place and household has its own recipe for a biryani and the accomplishments throughout India. And this biryani is accomplished with onion raita, dalcha, chicken 65 and a dessert called pumpkin halwa. But for a change, I made carrot halwa here. The beautifully spiced and aromatic biryani rice centered with juicy tender meat and the spices is purely a bliss. Now the humble mighty biryani, dalcha and the halwa is all ready to serve. The salad made with the curd, onion and some carrots called the raita is served along. Placing the chicken fry and also the dalcha and the carrot halwa instead of the pumpkin halwa. This biryani tastes extra delicious the next day also. The real taste of Ravuther food lies in how sleepy it makes you after you have it. The sleepier you feel, the tastier the dish. So happy eating and sleeping to you all. Ravuther Muslims, a sub-community of Muslims from all over the South India. This cuisine is not popular as other regional Indian cuisines, but this tastes absolutely amazing. Hope you all like watching this video and definitely give a try and please let me know the feedback. So I'll see you all in another video. Till then, it's bye from me. All the exact measurements will be described in my description box. Please do check. Please do subscribe, like, share and comment. And definitely thanks for watching.